Boo. Let's find the perimeter. ADEF. It's a square, so all I need, look, so if it's a square, all I need is just one side. If I know one side, then I know all four because it's a square. Let me highlight it in blue. Look at it. So all I got to do is figure out one side and then multiply it by 4, and that'll be my perimeter. In other words, we'll work smarter, not harder. The question is, how am I going to find the distance between here and here? When they're not straight, they're not, I can't count the square units because they're diagonal. That's the question. What would I use, Chang? Right here, from here to here? But this is the square I'm trying to use. Are you assuming that this is the same as that? Is that an assumption? Or do you have an argument to back that up?
This right here is the same as here.
Okay. So even if this right here is the same as that, I want, excuse me, I want the square. Look at, I actually want this side and this side and this side and this side. So this side would just be the diagonal of this little triangle here. So we can't assume that's the same size. Good try though. I like how you're thinking. Martinez, how do we figure out from here to here the distance? Even though you're absent yesterday, maybe it's somewhere deep and down in the bowels of your brain. What do you think? No worries, because watch this. Shannon's going to go like, oh yeah, I remember this. You remember that? From yesterday? You and Frank over here, don't even give me that. So yesterday we covered this. It was called the distance formula. So the distance between any 2 points, you obtain it with this formula. So let's go back over here. The coordinates of F are, watch this now, watch closely. So here's the coordinates of F right here, -4, 0, and the coordinates of A over here are 0, 4. Look at that. So that's going to be my x sub 1 and x sub 2 and y sub 1, y sub 2. In other words, I'm plugging them right into this formula. And that's going to give me the distance between those 2 points. Does that make sense, Cheng? Does that make sense? Let me say it again. These coordinates, -4, 0 and 0, 4, are the end points of this line. And to find the distance between these 2 points, all I got to just do is plug these in. So watch me do it. Go ahead on your warm-up. Go ahead and write the distance formula. Go ahead and write that on your warm-up. The square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. It's a nasty, nasty formula. But it's pretty easy to use, as Cheng remembers from yesterday. So I'm looking at -4, 0 and 0, 4. Points F and A. So watch. Points F and A. So points F is -4, 0. And points A are 0, 4. I want to know the distance between these 2 points on the graph paper. Once I know the distance between these 2 points, I'm going to multiply it by 4 to get the perimeter of that square. So the first step is assign your subscripts. So you'll watch the video later from yesterday, Martinez. Cheng remembers. So look at x sub 2, x sub 1. I'll make this my x sub 2, and I'll make this my x sub 1. And look at the y sub 2, y sub 1. That means I'm going to make this my y sub 2, so y coordinate. And this is my y sub 1. Now I'm ready to plug and chug. Watch. Watch this. Let me move this down here. Oops. Have some room to do my work here. All right, here we go. X sub 2, x sub 1. So we got negative 4. Okay. Square root. Negative 4 minus 0 squared plus, watch this now, y sub 2 minus y sub 1. Look at 0 is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 is 4. And now I'm going to simplify now. All this garbage is going to, we're going to be able to find out the distance. So it's negative 4 minus 0 is negative 4, and I'm going to square that. So negative 4 minus 0 is negative 4. Okay, we got plus 0 minus a negative 4 in parentheses is going to be a negative 4 squared. Nice. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. What's negative 4 times negative 4? Positive 16. Plus another positive 16. Look at that. We're good, Martinez? So it's the square root of 32. The square root of 32, let me type that into my calculator, see what that is. The square root of 32. Let's see. Here's my calculator here. Square root of 32. Square root 32. I'm going to run the nearest tenth, about 5.7. 5.7 approximately. Stay with me, stay with me. So it's approximately 5.7. So, coming back to our graph, that means the distance between F and A is 5.7. So from here to here is 5.7. Look at it. Then what's the distance between A and D? What would this distance be? How do you know? Give me an argument. You're right. Can you give me an argument, though? It's a square. Look at it. That means all sides are equal. You see that? That means this side is 5.7 right here, from here to here, and this side is 5.7. We're ready to rock and roll and find our perimeter for number of the first mission. The perimeter would be 5.7 times 4. Have no worries. I got my computer calculator here. 5.7 times 4 is 22.8. There's our first mission. 22. Oops. 22.8 what? Chickens? Units. Because they didn't specify ours. This is square. This is units.
So maybe are you sure this is about 5?
It looks more. I got the Math 1 book. I mean, this is from the Math 1 book. I'll show you. It's going to be okay. Teddy bear's back there, ready for a hug if you need it. Later, though. He's all looking at him. Perimeter. A. Let's go triangle BCD. BCD. Here we go. Where's my... I'm going to go red in this one. BCD. BCD. This one should be easier, you guys. So it's going to be all right. What's the distance between here and here, Martinez? From D to B. How many units is that? Can you see it? How many? How many units from from point B to point D. This one is, we don't even need to use a distance formula here. We can just count the squares. Exactly. Look at, you with me, Chang? So from B to D, look at this is 4 right here. Nice. How about from here to here? Thank you. Hey, this is a lot easier than the first mission. And now to finish a triangle, we need this right here. What are we going to do for that one? If you don't want stamps, you're going to guess. But if you want the stamps, you're going to use what? The distance formula. Boom, one more time. By the way, this distance formula is actually with the GPS system. If you go to Google Maps and you want to know how many miles it is from here, let's say downtown, it's a distance formula because they place the map onto a grid, a coordinate grid. Like right now, Rivera's he's doing an exercise on the coordinate grid. They place the map on this. Real quick, let me just show them. So Pomona right here, LA right here. They place the map onto a grid, and then the computer does this formula like in splits of seconds, microseconds. Boom, that calculation. It's a lot faster than you. But just know that what we're learning is actually the basis of a lot of technology that you even use. All right, let's go. So we're almost done with the second mission. All we need for the second mission is, we know this is 4, this is 2. We just need to know this so we can find the perimeter of that triangle. So C is 6, 4, and D is 4, 0. Here we go. Here we go. So C, was it C? Yeah, C is 6, 4. C was 6, 4. And D was 4, 0. Yeah? I'll make this my x sub 2, and this is my x sub 1. I'll make this y sub 2, y sub 1. Can you see from there, Martinez? Now, yesterday I was telling them when you were absent that if this is your x sub 2 and this is your y sub 2, you cannot mix these. You can't make this an x sub 2 and a y sub 1 here. The subscripts have to agree. But it doesn't matter which ones are which, but the x and y have to have the same subscript of 1 or 2. You can't switch them around, so make sure you be careful there when you do the last assignment. Here we go. So x sub 2 is 6 minus x sub 1 is 4 squared plus y sub 2 is 4 minus y sub 1 is 0 squared. Let's go ahead and simplify now. 6 minus 4 is 2 squared plus 4 minus 0 is 4 squared. Let's keep simplifying. 2 to the second power does not mean 2 times 2, it means 2 times itself. But it's still equal to 4. I think so. And then 4 to the second power is really 4 times itself is 16. Let's keep going. All right, so we got the square root of 20. Let me consult my calculator. Let me consult my calculator what the square root of 20 is. Watch this. square root of 20. And let me clear this crap here. To the nearest tenth, it's about 4.5. Because next to the 4 is a 7. That's 5 or bigger, so it's about 4.5. So watch this. It's approximately 4.5. We're ready for the second mission. Okay, we're ready for the second mission. We know the perimeter, so we've got to find the perimeter of this triangle. This is 4, this is 2, and this is 4.5. So our perimeter then is going to be 4 plus 2 plus 4.5 becomes 10.5. Chickens, horses, or termites? Thank you. Units. Sweet. All right, let's find the area of square ADEF. That's the one we did the perimeter for. We did the perimeter for square ADEF. Now we're going to find the area for the third mission. How do you find the area of a square? That's perimeter. We did that first mission. The length times width, huh? Remember area of a square or rectangle? Martinez, length times width. Look at, we know that this was, what was this again? That was the first mission. What did we find out that to be? It was 5 point. This is 5.7. The width is also 5.7. So if I want to know how many square units inside, like that, what are the square units that fill this in? 5.7 times 5.7. Thank you. Which is 5.7 squared. There's our area, length times width. So 5.7 times 5.7, I want to say is, let me get my calc. 5.7, oops, 5.7 times 5.7, I can square it just like that. 32.49. So the area, the third mission, A equals 32.49? Chickens, horses, or termites? What kind? Right, because area now. Squares, those are the squares that are inside. 3 down, 2 to go. You guys are doing awesome. Now the area of triangle ACD. ACDC. Did you guys ever listen to ACDC? Never mind. ACD. Here we go. ACD right there. What's the area of this triangle? That's the question. Let me erase this here so it doesn't confuse us. Need some coffee. Let's see. Area of triangle ACD. I need an area formula for a triangle. Please. Chang or Martinez. Extra stamp. What's the area formula for a triangle? Tell me later. You got the extra stamp. Look at. Does that ring a bell, Martinez, from last week? Okay. We got a triangle, 1/2 the base times the height. Okay. Question is, what's my base and what's my height of this triangle? Okay, here's the triangle right here. What's my base? What's my height? What's 6? The base? Okay. Is this 6? Okay. So one more time. The base is what? You're guessing, huh? So is this 4, this 4, or this 4? Which is the base? So here's a triangle. All I need is the base and the height. Multiply those puppies by 1.5, and we're rocking and rolling. Help. Go ahead.
The top horizontal line is the base, and height.
Hit it.
Here.
BD, huh? Why would this be the height?
These intersect, I think. 90.
Nice. Look at, remember that, Martinez? 90 degrees. The base and height are always separated by 90 degrees. So the base would be side AC right here. So here's our base from here to here. That's your base of the triangle. And the height is in red right here, segment B, BD right here. So what's this? How big's the base? From here to here. So you're right. It was 6. You have to get some confidence in yourself. So look at, so I'll bring this down over here. So the area then was 1/2 times 6. What's the height then? Try logging in now. I think that it works now. Nice. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. So 1/2 times 6 times 4 is 24. 1/2 times 24 is going to be 12. Chickens, horses, or termites? Thank you. Whew. Dang. There's a triangle. That's how many square units would fit in that triangle up there. Last but definitely not least is now the pentagon. The pentagon. What pentagon, you ask? I'll tell you what pentagon. Shoot. It's time for some more coffee. Erase all my chicken scratch. A, C, D, E, F. A, C, D, E, F. So right here, this pentagon. Let me use a better marker to highlight it. Is it working? What? Still not working? Here, 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 and here. That's a pentagon. It's a 5-sided shape. What would be the area of that one? You don't need to learn this because you already know this if you use the logic, the God-given logic that is already in your mind. How would I find the area of that? It's actually staring right in front of you. Believe it or not. Formula for what shape? Should I make